Good morning. I'm doing this vlog today because I've gone through a lot of challenges with getting my roommate out of the apartment. A year ago, I wrote an editorial piece in the Duluth News Tribune about people who steal and $100 bail markers versus $500 bail markers versus $1,000 bail markers. If you commit a crime in Duluth and you only have $100 bail, the police will not pick you up unless there's something heavier at stake. Well, my roommate has done petty crime throughout the time that he lived with me. He bought gabapentin from people that didn't have their same name on the bottle. He used the gabapentin for himself. He stole an anatomy book out of somebody else's mail, and I'm pretty sure he probably dealt a few drugs. But either way, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I did report the crimes. I reported the crimes to the St. Cloud Veterans Hospital and OSHA of the gabapentins that he was using. What I want to say today is he returned from jail after 12 days on Friday, April 12th. I was in the middle of my surgery, and my landlord had already told me that there can be no past or future or present criminals in the house. So he was not to be living here anymore, and he only paid through April 15th. He was also behind on his rent for 4 months. He would always pay on the 7th or 8th, and it was due on the 5th, which caused me hardship. So anyways, when I was in the middle of my eye appointment, he texted me, "Hi, I'm coming home. I have the $250 for the rent." And my son was already living here. He had come back from the military. So I told him, under no circumstances are you returning to live in this house. At that point, I was willing to give him part of the deposit back. I really was. But the fact of the matter is Diane and I had to move all his things in the hall. We had to pack it ourselves. She had to shampoo the rug, and it was all in a safe, tight spot on the second floor of a foyer that nobody could see his stuff up here, and the rest was in the living room. Well, he got out of Crow Wing County it was on a Friday, but he didn't get to Duluth till Saturday at 9 o'clock, and he demanded to get all his stuff that time of night when I was going to work. I am not leaving my precious child here alone with somebody who's acting like that. And yes, the argument did escalate on text Friday because he was pressuring me, and it was just out of control. Let's put it that way. He ended up insulting me, and I told him he's a convicted felon and a current criminal. He has 2 pending charges in Carlton that they were brought back up from 2020. They're being examined now and brought to trial or hearing. And his next hearing is April 25th. You can look it up online. It's in Carlton County, and I'm not going to say his name. The short end of the stick, or the moral to this story, is do not rent to people who compulsively lie. Don't rent to people who cannot tell the truth. He told my landlord multiple times that I am not a criminal. Yes, you are. You're past, present, and future. You have pending charges in Carlton. You took care of 2 in Crow Wing. Admit it. Step 1, I came to believe a power that was greater than me. Step 2, I think it's that you have to turn all yourself over to a higher power and admit your wrongdoing, etc., etc. If you are in recovery and you go to 12-step meetings, you are going to admit your wrongdoing in order to get well. But to compulsively lie and bully my landlord and have a back and forth texting argument about when you can pick up your stuff No, we don't want you in the building at 10 o'clock at night. You're a criminal, and you've proved it, and you've gotten there through your attitude. And my key has not arrived yet from the prison that you mail me. So nobody gets a refund when they violate the lease. You don't get a refund. You stole from Super One while you were living here. You didn't go to court. It was failure to appear, which costs a lot of money. You left the window open all winter, smoking your vape and burning your sage and maybe smoking pot. I'm not sure. You don't get rewards. I put up for you 4 extra months because the darn sheriff wouldn't come and get you. But finally, when one of your crimes became active again and they sought you out, 4 cops came here on April 1st and snatched you up. I was willing to be kind and forgiving, but when you start talking to me on when I'm in the middle of eye surgery because I had a major problem, you're not giving me any leeway time. And I'm just very frustrated with the whole situation. And I have a printout of your court dates in Carlton just so I can show the landlord that you're lying. So next time, be honest and don't lie. And find a job that pays the rent. Anyone can afford $500 rent, but not you. I'm very tired of the whole situation, and it stressed me out to no end.